Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Clockertown, Ashland, Massachusetts, for WACA's special broadcast of Ashland High School Girls Varsity Volleyball. Tonight's opponent, Division II Tri-Valley League Holliston Panthers. I'm Josh Abrams, joined once again by Rob Silver.
Good to be here. It's looking forward to this matchup. Anytime you get Ashland and Holliston playing, doesn't matter the sport, doesn't matter the records, it's a good rivalry.
Absolutely, one of the border town rivalries. Rob, good to have you back here. Here against Holliston. You missed a heck of a match last week against Hopkinton.
Yeah, I was getting the vaccine, so shot number one down, and I tuned in a little bit. It was good to hear my trusted, good partner Bob Thacker on the mic.
It was great to have Bob with us. It's the first time I've worked with him. We certainly missed you, but Bob did an admirable job in your stead.
He does it all. He's a good man. Good man.
So we thank everybody for joining us here, whether you're watching on WACA's Facebook page or YouTube. We're glad to have you with us. Of course, we have a fair number of fans here tonight. Rob, of course, they've expanded the COVID restrictions, or I should say reduced them, so we do have fans here. It makes a big difference. We're really glad to have some warm bodies here cheer on the girls tonight as they take on the Panthers.
Yeah, it makes all the difference. When we did the basketball games, with a final game, it was senior night, and we were able to have a very limited number of fans in the gym, and it makes a huge difference. So definitely good to see some activity. Everybody's socially distanced. Nobody wants to sit on the Holliston side.
Well, they're not allowed to. No visiting spectators. Good. Of course, the policy is for the home team only, 2 spectators per student athlete. Going to be getting underway here shortly. Your Clockers in their traditional home whites with blue letters, numerals, and piping. Going on your right side of your screen, of course, Holliston, the visitors, on the left in their red jerseys with white numerals and letters.
Holliston, that'll be Amelia Weissef serving first for Holliston.
Kendall with the dig. We'll give it a go in the front line. Well defended by Holliston. That dig can't come over to Lauren Marcy. So a tough break for the Clockers. They're going to fall behind here 1-0 on the opening serve of the night.
Good set by number 1, Sophia LaRucco, the libero for Holliston. Senior captain.
This one handled by Taylor Simpson up to the front. Nice set there in the front line.
That's it. Yeah, gets it over.
Set again to Lauren Marcy. Another nice dig by Holliston. They're here to play tonight. Kendall up front to Cece LeBay. And there's a point for the Clockers. Looks like Claire Marcy with the spike there in the front row with the kill. So your Clockers come in tonight with a record of 3-1, including 2-0 here at home.
Claire Marcy, of the 2 Marcy sisters, the one that gets a little bit more playing time, but they're both very, very accomplished. Very capable at the net.
Coach Jay Warren going with his height early here in the first
Cece LeBay with the serve.
With the dig up front to Cecil LeBay. And Taylor Simpson just up to the front row with the kill. So turnover goes Ashland's way. They'll take the sub.
First sub of the game is Audrey Gabrielle. And Sydney Machilli will take a seat. Also in the game, giving her some recognition for Holliston.
Okay, Maddie Klepper just into the game and serving.
Tip over. Good save by Weissef.
Claire was almost able to sneak one in there for the Clockers. Blocked at the net, and
a lot of movement on the net there. That's
it's definitely a little spongy there tonight.
A Little celebration by the frontline Panthers.
So Panthers up here 3-2 and the serve.
It's Adams on the serve.
Sneha with a tough dig. Kendall has her kill blocked or deflected at the front. Some good hard hits early on by the Clockers.
Adams gets it over. Good set here. Nicely done. Who was that on the spike? Did you catch it?
It might have been Maddie Klepper. It's hard for me to see from our angle, but it seemed like they had been able to pull that Holliston back row up and then able to just drive it into the back corner untouched for the ace. We got a tie game here, 3-3. Sneha Yadav serving here, the libero.
Gabriel sets, and it's LaRocco getting it back over.
Sneha to LeBay.
Good save.
Was Friedman trying to get the kill there. Point goes to the Clockers.
Yeah, and that was Rutu Tatke.
Robbie, I was going to
Couldn't
comment
get it over the net.
when Sneha serves, she probably serves as far over to the near side here by us as anybody on the Clocker team.
Weissa sets it for Salim.
Okay, Sneha to LeBay to Kendall. That one's deep but in.
Good job by Coco Salim to recognize that Ashland sneaking up front.
Almost the opposite of the previous play.
Yeah.
So some good court vision there. Dropped one in. Something I guess you would call an ace. So we've got a tie game once again here, 4-4. Holliston with the serve.
Annie Valentini.
Kendall up to LeBay. Hard kill by Taylor Simpson. Point Clockers. They take the lead 5-4 here in the first set.
Valiant effort by Sophia LaRocco.
Looks like we got a substitution here for the Panthers as number 4, Lauren Murphy checks into the front line. There's an ace for the Clockers.
Ooh. It looked like even Holliston thought it might have been a Ashland.
They call that for Holliston?
They did.
I am stunned.
Well,
That looked clearly into me.
Coco Salim serving. Big run up. Drops it in.
Klepper with a tough dig.
Gotta
Give
get
and go. Gets it over. Nice recovery by the Clockers.
Weissa sets for Salim.
Another dig from the back line. Setting up for Friedman. Kendall with a hard hit. Deflected off the front line.
Yeah, Weissa couldn't block it.
Okay, point for the Clockers. They take the lead 6-5 as Kendall Z heads to the back line to serve for the Clockers.
Second game that I've done with you, and Kendall Z loves that cross court spike.
She really does.
He loves setting up at this angle right there and knocking it over. Good serve.
There is something about her serve that really baffles opponents.
Great job by Marcy.
That's a really high set by the Panthers. Here we go, another opportunity for Marcy, and it's in.
This time Lauren nails it.
Catches the near corner for the point. So we've talked about this in other broadcasts, Rob, but Kendall serving here, she's one of those players on the Clockers that she can go as a server.
Yeah.
See how she does.
A lot of power behind every shot she hits. Very strong serve there. LaRocco
yep.
with the dive, but to no.
Too late. So I think that's 3 straight points for Kendall as the server. She'll take it again here at the Clockers up 8-5. Another hard serve dug out this time by the Panthers.
Sets to Machili.
Kendall probably could have let that one go, but gets it up to the front line, setting up for Marcy. Just hits one hard over the net. Blocked at the front line there by Friedman.
Set to Marcy. And
it deflected off something? I was kind of blocked by the ref. Might have been off the pole.
Yeah, it must have hit the pole.
So that would be out of bounds on the Clockers. So Holliston able to break the serve. They take the ball now. Sophia Larico serving. They're Panthers down 8-6. Marcy undaunted with another hard shot over the net, but dug out by the Panthers. Sneha sits up. It's going to be a tough one.
Weiss sets it to Adams.
Oh, Kendall should have let that one go. Tough break, tough break. Just it's instinctual, really, to go after that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Very impressed early on with Holliston Sophia Larico. I'm going to get the pronunciation in between sets.
She's one of the co-captains.
Yes.
Kendall with the dig over to LeBay. Hard spike.
Tough one for Murphy to recover. Couldn't do it.
Yep.
Laura Marcy.
She is in control tonight. Just even when they dig them out, they're tough shots for Holliston to handle. She's just her body control, her angles are really on tonight.
And Claire Marcy in as well now. Does Sarah Friedman serve?
Oh, got too much of the net there. So unforced error cost the Clockers. They're still up 9-8, but now the Panthers take the serve. Amelia Weiss up for the Panthers. Another set from Lauren Marcy, right at the libero. Dug out, set.
Oh, a little miscommunication.
Yeah, Taylor dove for that one, but then didn't know where it was and couldn't get out of the way.
Yeah, and it's knotted up at 9 apiece.
It's a really tight game. It reminds me a lot of the game here last week against Hopkinton. Just back and forth, just tightly contested. No great big leads for either team.
Nice strong play there.
Okay, so Lauren Marcy again with a terrific shot over the net. Point for the Clockers. They're up by a point, 10-9 here in the first set. So this is Cece serving here for the Clockers. And back-to-back serves into the net. Again, just another unforced error. The Clockers need to clean their act up a bit.
Coach Warren just looks away. It's got to be frustrating.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Rob.
Yeah. As Machili serves for Holliston.
Kendall up front. That's a tough play. Yeah, just too close into the net. Nothing CC could really do on that one. Again, judgment call whether you're going to go up and put that one over or try and play it off the net, and she guessed wrong on that one. So Holliston now with an 11-10 lead. Sneha with the dig. A little touch by Taylor. Kendall with an opportunity to set things up here again. Cross-court shot, dug out.
By Larico and Celine.
And out of bounds on a cross-court kill attempt off of Holliston. So that'll be point Ashland. We're tied again here at 11. Take a quick moment to thank the first of tonight's sponsors. Sports coverage on WACA TV tonight, sponsored in part by Techniplex Flexibles, a globally integrated company focused on developing and manufacturing innovative packaging materials.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
I had to cut that one short. I thought we were going to get back underway. Kendall has some kind of an equipment malfunction. It might have been an earring that needed to pop out.
Yeah.
But she's good, taking her place back here on the near side, front row.
Maddie Klepper. Is this her first serve of the night?
I believe it's her second, actually. I think she's been subbing in to be able to get her back there serving.
A lot of action at the net.
Great defense there as Marcy and Simpson combine there.
Shut down Salim again.
A little defensive pressure, some intimidation, if you will. Got a lot of height there in the front line right now.
Weiss sets again to Salim.
Okay, that one off Maddie Klepper.
Same thing, really deep. It was definitely going to go out. But
yeah, you got to think if you're like even trying to make a play with one hand, that deep, that you should just let it go because nothing good is going to come from a one-handed attempt on a shot like that.
India Adams on the serve.
Okay, Klepper to Cece. Too hard off the Holliston defense. So Taylor Simpson with another great cross-court hit. Point Clockers, and they're up 13-12 as Sneha serving again here for the Clockers. Good hard serve.
Weissa sets. And Annie Valentini
able to
puts
find
it
some
away.
space in front of Maddie. So again, other than Kendall's nice run earlier in this set, neither team has really been able to establish consistent dominant serving so far tonight.
And Valentini, after the spike, is now serving.
Maddie with a late adjustment there to get that dig. Kendall, the big hit. It's going to be a tough one, but nicely recovered by Holliston. Kendall, the dig set to Cece, give it go.
Try it again. LaRocco with a dig. Weissa sets to Salim.
There's a free ball. Maddie setting up. Good hard hit
LaRocco
there by
again.
Friedman. This could be the longest volley of the night, Rob. Another give and go here. CC setting for Kendall. Deflected and played
Great
nicely.
job. Salim just dips it over, but out of bounds.
I wasn't sure if that deflected off, I think that was Taylor on the far side there, but they're going to call it Ashland way. It went off the net and out of bounds. So point Clockers, they're up 14-13 now as Taylor Simpson heads to the back line to serve for the Clockers.
And Lauren Murphy in for Holliston. That one dips over. Weissa sets to Salim.
Good hard hit by Kendall, but dug out by Holliston.
Weissa to Salim
Sneha
again.
with a great dig. Great control. Kendall, flat-footed, knocks it over for the ace, 15-13.
Yeah, there was the space. She saw it and just put it right where it needed to go.
Now, Taylor's last serve caught the net but snuck over. It's the third serve tonight, just in the first set alone, that's gotten part or all of the net.
LaRocco. Salim, nice save by Z.
Yep.
They'll try it again. Weissa sets.
Good block at the line by Sarah.
But Rutu Tatke able to slam it home.
So Sarah had the block, but it dropped right at her feet on the wrong side of the net. So Holliston ball, they are down 15-14 to the Clockers here in set number 1.
And it's Coco Salim. He's going to get a big running start. Just
That
needed
running start didn't help her getting it over the net,
Needed
though.
one more step. Needed one more step. She's solid game. Weisseth as well for Holliston. Great job setting everybody up.
Okay, Kendall's back there. She's been most consistent server for the Clockers so far tonight.
See if she can.
Oh, another one hits the net.
I guess you can't run it out if you don't get the first point. So that's a very uncharacteristic serve.
Yeah, I'm starting to get worried that it's contagious. So 16-15 Clockers. Holliston with the serve.
Larico.
This is a tough play for Cece. She played it perfectly. We got a net violation against Holliston. Point Clockers. Wasn't a lot Cece could do with that one. I think she felt a little burned from the last time she had a decision to make at the net like that, and this time went more aggressive, tipped it over, and was able to draw a penalty on Holliston to get the point. So 17-15 as Sarah Friedman serves for the Clockers.
Larico to Weisseth.
Kendall with a diving dig out to Friedman, or Simpson, excuse me.
Larico to Weisseth, and there's Machili again. Great job to let it go.
Okay, so no deflection at the line. The ball sails out of bounds. Clockers retain possession and the serve. They're up 18-15 as Sarah again serves. This one's deep.
Yeah, undecided by Larico. Salim to Machili.
What do we got here at the net? We got a whistle, and it's going to go for the Clockers. They caught a break there. I don't know if we had, I can't read the signals from the ref, but I think we had a net violation.
I think she may have been over midcourt. We got a
And
timeout.
Holliston has a timeout. So while we have this quick break, I want to acknowledge our other sponsor tonight. I want to say special thanks to Marathon Deli for sponsoring tonight's Ashland girls volleyball game.
I mixed it up tonight.
I saw the order on text today.
Yeah.
That's my special. That's the sandwich I usually get.
Really?
The wrap. Yeah.
Huh.
That's my favorite.
But you went with the hummus.
I did.
The
I've been
hummus.
going back and forth between the two. I was thinking about getting the Mayflower, the turkey stuffing and cranberry, but
it doesn't keep well if you're gonna not eat it right away. That's why I didn't go with the Mayflower.
Okay.
But you know what keeps really well, and I got this the other day, is the chef salad. So I had that Saturday. Couldn't eat it that day.
Sure.
Put it in the fridge. The thing is huge. $8.99. It's literally, it could feed 2 people.
I feel like we're back on Seinfeld with a big salad.
Yeah, it's a big salad. I think it's mispriced. So,
Well,
order
we're
the chef salad, $8.99.
back to the action at hand. Set number 1 here in Clockertown. The Clockers are up 19-15 here in set 1 against the Holliston Panthers.
Dig Weisseth sets to Machilli, gets it over.
Big hit by Claire Marcy. Too deep. Excuse me, make that Lauren Marcy. I just got to get these numbers straight. So it's 19-16 now, Clockers, but Holliston with the serve. Again, you're watching Ashland Girls Varsity Volleyball here on WACA TV. I'm Josh Abrams, he's Rob Silver, and we're glad to have you with us tonight.
Low serve off the hands of Weisseth.
So the Panthers turn it right back over to the Clockers as they get to 20. It's 20-16 now here in set number 1. This looks like Cece LeBay serving here for the Clockers. Just misses the tip of the net. Panthers do a nice job of digging it out. Little misdirection there at the net. Libero comes up, blocked at the net by the Clockers. Another setup. That's deep across court and finds space.
Yeah.
Point goes to the Panthers.
Annie Valentini puts it away for Holliston, and it's going to be Sydney Machilli. Serving down 3, 20-17.
Taylor with the dig to Cece. Marcy. Surprised we didn't get a net call there as I saw Holliston hand definitely hit the net. Big hard hit by Claire Marcy and gets the point. 21-17 Clockers late here in the first set. Okay, so Lauren Marcy subs out and Maddie Klepper back in to serve.
Third time serving. Deep serve.
Okay, mental mistake by the Panthers. That one hit and flew out of bounds. So 22-17 Clockers as Maddie serves again. She caught the net.
And it went wide.
And out of bounds. So again, you know.
It's been about at least 4
Yep.
unforced serve errors.
But again, it just seems very rare in this game that a single server gets more than one serve.
Oh, India Adams finds some open space.
So Holliston with a little momentum here late. They're down 3.
So the crowd tries to
rally the
energize,
Clockers. Yep.
energize them.
Cece right at the net. Great setup and a kill by Claire Marcy. So Claire, her mission completed, if you will.
Yeah, exactly.
Gets the kill and takes a seat on the bench.
As the Clockers are now 23-19.
Yep, Sneha Yadav here serving for the Clockers. Really seems to be struggling with that serve tonight. I mean, the whole team, anybody who's been serving on both sides, really. But Sneha is usually a more consistent server back there. Kendall right at the net for Cece. Kind of an awkward one-handed pass, and it leads to a turnover there by the Clockers. It's a 2-point lead now for the Clockers late in the first set. They're up 23-21, but Holliston with the serve. This will be Annie Valentini. Deep for Klepper to Cece, set nicely to Taylor. Holliston recovers. Free ball here up to Maddie, to Cece. And that's going to be a point. Sarah Friedman with a great shot there. She caught the back line up too far. And now it's set point. Clockers up 24-21. They can close out the set right here as Taylor Simpson heads to the back line to serve.
Taylor just a sophomore.
But seeing significant minutes this season, Rob. Here's the serve, dug out.
Nice save by Simpson.
Kendall, a little touch. This is trouble, and the point. So set number 1 goes to the Clockers. It's a highly contested back and forth match, but the Clockers prevail 25-21 here in set number 1, Rob.
Didn't expect it to be that close. So, I mean, our Ashland Clockers, they're 3-1. And one of the losses was against Hopkinton, but they also beat Hopkinton, and you had some stats.
Yeah, believe it or not. I mean, that was only Hopkinton's second loss in the last 2 years. They are the 6th-time defending Tri-Valley League champs, and with 2 state championships mixed in there. So here we are between sets. We've got a few minutes before set number 2 begins, so we'll take a quick break. You're watching Ashland Girls Volleyball on WACA TV. Today's sports coverage on WACA TV is sponsored in part by Techniplex Flexibles, a globally integrated company focused on developing and manufacturing innovative packaging materials. The Ashland facility produces packaging for medical devices and essential products to help in the battle to treat and eliminate COVID-19.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Marathon Deli. Marathon Deli offers a full range of lunch and dinner items for dine-in or catering. Fine cold cuts, cheeses, and meats also available, in addition to specialty wraps such as the Mayflower wrap, as well as the Honey Bee wrap. They'll be sure to get your mouth watering. Serving Metro West for over 24 years, give them a call at 508-231-1859 or find them on the web at marathondeli.com.
And welcome back to WACA TV's continuing coverage of Ashland High School girls varsity volleyball. If you're just joining us, you missed a really closely contested set number 1. The Clockers prevailed 25-21, I believe.
Yeah,
Already cleared the scoreboard on us.
Yeah, it was a lot closer. We talked about this, but Ashland did not do well on the service line. 4
on 4
serves
serves, yeah.
into the net, 1 wide. So if they can clean that up, then I think we'll see a much more lopsided score.
Absolutely. Again, a surprisingly close first set. The Holston team is very young, and their starting setter is injured, a senior, and being replaced by a freshman setter instead. So
that's number 3, Katie Ream, and also out since the beginning of the first match was Danielle Porter, number 15, both in concussion protocol. So you people out there that don't think volleyball is a physical
contact
sport, yeah, there's your proof right there. I wonder if they hit each other.
Okay, well, our first point is underway here.
Nice save by LaRocco. I'll get her name right by the end of the match, by the way. I've
Kendall up to Cece, setting for Lauren Politica, her first time on the floor tonight.
Huge.
Lauren setting things up here for Cece. Far side, nice
LaRocco.
hit, but dug out. And then the ball drops in, point Clockers.
Yeah, and that's one of their most reliable players, Amelia Weisseth. Just a freshman, by the way, just noticing that. Very impressive from the set position.
Okay, so Cece moves from the front line setter back to serve.
Larico, Weisseth to Larico.
Tough play there by Sneha. Got the makes of a good volley going here.
Weisseth to Salim.
Kendall from the back line digs it out. Cece to Lauren Politica. And the point just off the outstretched hand of Sophia Larico. And the Clockers up 2-0.
I know it's only 2 points, but the Clockers look a lot different this set.
They look a lot more settled. That's exactly what I was thinking, Rob.
Better communication,
just more confidence. You can feel it radiating off of them.
Yeah.
Coach Warren told them, look, you're better than you showed in the first set.
Yeah.
Deflected at the net, but recovered nicely.
By Simpson.
Yep. Lauren deep.
Weisseth gets it over.
We got a point. Got an early whistle there, stopping the play. The point goes to the Clockers, And all of a sudden, it's a 3-0 lead here early in the second set. Cece with the serve deep. This is trouble, but recovered nicely. They're going to have to get it over the net, and they do. Yeah. Kendall setting to Cece. Good cross-court hit and the point for the Clockers. That kill by number 17, Taylor Simpson.
Just beyond the outset dive of Coco Salim.
And as I take a quick look at the clock, I can see we'd like to welcome those of you just joining us following the conclusion of Family Guy on TBS. Good hard serve.
Salim again couldn't handle it.
Cece LeBay with an. I guess that wasn't an ace since it touched somebody, but.
Are they targeting her now?
We'll see, but it's a 5-0 lead. This is probably one of the biggest leads of the night for the Clockers so far. I think they are going after her.
Wyseth.
Sneha with the dig to Cece. Back pass to Simpson.
Wyseth again, back to Larico, gets it over.
Sneha at the dig again. Cece, this time front pass. Hard hit by Lauren Politica, and the point. Clockers up 6. Just the tale of two cities here tonight, Rob. The first set, highly contested, very close game, back and forth action. And so far in set number 2, not to jinx them, Clockers are dominant. And there you go. There's the Chiron jinx, if you will, if we use Chiron.
But Lauren Politica seems to have definitely energized, and it's a very intimidating windup. Mm-hmm. It seems to throw off Holliston because she's put a couple away. Machili on the serve.
It's a tough play. Cece was not a great set for Politica, but she's able to get it over the net and reset here. Blocked at the line.
But wide.
So what had been a 6-0 run is now being answered here by Holliston. 2 straight points. They're down 6-2, but they have the serve. Sneha with the dig. Cece setting to Lauren. This is trouble, and the point goes to the Clockers. So it's a really interesting strategy, Rob, that Lauren Politica, we've noticed this, of course, over the course of the season, at least the home games, that Lauren Politica does not play in the first set and then enters the game in the second and immediately makes her presence felt. Speaking of Lauren, here's the serve. This is deep. A little too much adrenaline on that shot as it sails high and wide. So 7-3 now, Clockers. Holliston with the serve.
And 2 of the points off the missed serves by Ashland. India Adams now serving for Holliston.
Lauren with the dig, up to Cece. Feeding Kendall, the soft touch, and gets the ace. 8-3.
I think the last 2 points that Kendall has scored were off the non-spikes, put it that way. Just a little...
It's an interesting change of pace. So here's Sneha with the serve.
Definitely throwing
This
them
is
off.
trouble. Gonna have to get this one over. This is
very deep.
And out.
Now those high arcing floaters, it gives you a little bit more time to kind of look and
figure
see
out
where the
you
line
are.
is.
Yeah, take a sneak a glance. And we've got a timeout on the floor. It looks like Holliston calls the timeout as Yun Sim is going to try and settle down his young team. And I see, Rob, you're reaching for the bag. So
how much time do we have? I didn't.
It looks like it's less than a minute. We may have to wait till the next timeout.
Hold on, we got to cue this up. We'll do it real quick. Fans, I forgot we have fans in the gym. So we're going to do an episode of Who Needs a Fortune.
Okay.
Going to go out to the Holliston Panthers, who are struggling here in this second set, down 9-3.
And of course, you know when you hear that sound, it is fortune cookie time.
My partner, Josh Abrams, will
So tonight's fortune going out to Yun Sim and the Holliston Panthers. The worst bankruptcy in the world is the person who has lost his enthusiasm. The worst bankruptcy in the world is the person who has lost his enthusiasm.
You're only supposed to read it once, then I read it.
I'm sorry. I'm out of practice. You weren't here last week.
Keeps the streak alive.
So the timeout doesn't ice Sneha. Second straight point for her serving, and the Clockers up 10-3 now.
Again, the worst bankruptcy in the world is the person who has lost his enthusiasm or her enthusiasm, and we'll relate that. You know, Holliston, just keep playing. Right. Just keep playing. You're down 10-4.
Yes, Sneha served that one into the net. So
all
the
you can do
unforced errors continue.
All you can do is try.
Okay, a little unsettledness on both sides there on this volley so far. But things are settling down now. That's deep.
Oh, yeah, we
and
could
Lauren
see
went
that
out and
from
played
a mile away. Rutu Tadke with the big hit. But again, it's just so hard to pull that arm back.
I know you're feeling like you're caught out of position. You're trying to make the play when all you really have to do is just let it sail along. Lauren going to try and make things up here. Cece, a one-handed pass and it not at a good angle as Kylie Cardosa in the game. I just noticed her entering the game here. We also have a.
We just lost some lights in the back of the gym.
A little bit of everything going on
does
here.
Not care. Oh,
did that go out of bounds? Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Clockers catch a break as the lights come back on.
It's great home court strategy. Turn the lights off when they're serving.
I feel like we're back at the Superdome at the Super Bowl a few years ago.
11-6 and Taylor Simpson in control. Weiss sets.
Deflected at the net. Kendall with the reaction. Quick play there by Cece. Blocked at the net, but drops in. That was Kylie Cardosa who was able to get her hands on it, but not enough oomph to get it up and over the net. So point goes to the Panthers, who've narrowed the lead. Clockers up 4 now.
And it's Coco Salim serving, and that was another point there by Rutu Tadke. She's having a good second set here. Senior for Holliston. Salim serves.
Dug out by Lauren to Cece, setting for Kylie, and gets the point off the deflection. So Kendall Z heads to the back, see if she can get some momentum going here for the Clockers. They're up by 5.
Nice serve there, good topspin.
Machili.
Good dive. For Simpson.
Good hard hit. This is trouble. It's off the backboard.
It's live.
Halson recovers. Simpson, the set. Almost a double hit there, and then it does go out of bounds down against Holliston. Point goes to the Clockers. So maybe that, we were talking earlier in the last set, Rob, about how opponents seem to have a lot of trouble with Kendall's serve, and maybe it's the top spin or back spin that she's putting on the ball.
That one definitely took a dive. You know, she can get the trajectory right. Weiss sets from Machili.
Oh, that's just an unforced error there, and off the heel of her hand and off the net. So point again for the Clockers. They're doubled up now, 14-7 over the Panthers.
Z angles it. That would have gone out.
That's trouble. Heads up play by Lauren Politica. She didn't have to crush that one. Players were out of position. She found a hole and dropped it in right over the net.
And Rutu Tadke is kind of kicking herself. She knew that was
mental
going
mistake.
Out.
Yep. That ball's just coming in so hard, and with the spin.
You can't get out of the way either. Yeah, that was the other thing.
Right.
It's one thing if it's going long, you move side to side, but this is.
So Kendall has the Clockers on a little nice run here. They're up 16-7, largest lead of the night for the Clockers.
Larico sets to Weiss sets to Machili.
We got an early whistle. Point goes to the Clockers. I'm not sure what the call was there, but we'll take it.
It's the line. I think the foot's going over the line.
Is that it, foot faults?
Yeah, somebody, Weiss was pointing.
Okay, Clockers up by 10, 17-7. Another serve by Kendall.
Good dig by Larico.
Yeah, you definitely saw that dip you called out earlier, Rob. Cece setting up here for Lauren. Hard hit and deep.
Wasn't sure. Good job by Holliston to.
I think it's almost similar to baseball, how pitchers have to have a consistent release point, and I think Lauren's struggling right now a little bit with her, I guess, her hit point, where on the angle she's, on the arc where she's hitting. Okay, so nice tough break there. Yep, Cece LeBay thought she could sneak one over, but Holliston read it beautifully and takes the point. They're down 17-9 and have the serve.
Yeah, that's India Adams. She's listed on the roster as 5'8", I think she's the tallest player on the active roster right now.
Little touch play by Lauren. Yeah. Holliston recovers.
Rico to Salim.
Setting for Cece, back give and go. Lauren, the big hit blocked off.
Good
off
save.
Her. Sneha heads up play. We've got a point for Holliston. Again, maybe another early whistle.
Double hit, maybe?
Yep, that's the call. Good eye, Rob.
think it hit her face and then her arm. Nothing she could do. It was a heck of an effort.
Absolutely.
Larico serves.
Dug out by Simpson to Cece, setting here for Lauren. Big hit, deflected at the net, recovered by Holliston.
Chili back to.
Oh, Kendall got caught. Couldn't make the dig on that play. Point goes to the Panthers. Simpson with the dig to Cece. Hard hit by Kylie, gets the point.
Yeah, Salim again couldn't pull her hand back, and not sure if it was going out anyways, but she was undecided.
Okay, Sneha steps off, and Lily Schiller enters the game. This is the first time I think I've seen her on one of our broadcasts this year, Rob. Back at the line is Kylie Cardosa, Jr. There's the serve. Quick play by Cece. Halson able to recover. Right at the net. Nice play there, and a good heads-up play by Lily Schiller.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was going to get called, but the ball clearly was on Holliston's side when Ashland touched that one.
Okay, so we get. Let's see which way they're calling this. Okay, it is going to go. You have it right, Rob. Point goes to Holliston. They get the serve, but they're down 18-12.
And it is the freshman, Amelia Weissett.
Okay, Cece setting up for a deep hit by Lauren. A little miscommunication, but Holliston recovers.
Weissett.
Kendall again gets caught there in the middle back.
Sydney Michelli with a spike.
She's placing the ball really well, Rob. And it looks like we've got a timeout on the floor, a timeout called by the Clockers. They're up 18-13, but I think Jay just wants to settle them down a little bit. They started off this set so strongly and seem to have cooled off.
Yeah, it seems like they have a lot of their I don't want to say non-starters, because everybody plays, but, maybe.
He's definitely rotating some additional players in tonight.
Yeah, some players that may not necessarily be there if it was game point for the championship match. But
want to take go ahead.
I was just gonna broadcast a Tri-Valley score. The other Tri-Valley is small, but Dover Sherburne 27-7 in a football matchup.
Wow. Okay.
Against Dedham, 99-yard interception return for a touchdown to make the score 27-7.
Don't see that very often.
That was a tweet by our faithful reporter Tommy Castle.
Excellent.
A lot of our
Metro West.
Yeah, good reporting on covering Tri-Valley. And
well, I just want to make sure we take a moment to thank our crew tonight. We have Connor Donovan, Tom Hamilton, and Nick Cunningham running things for us tonight. They make us look good, and we certainly appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we got dual cameras. Can't wait to watch the replay. Amelia Weisseth serving with her team down 18-13, but cutting into the lead.
Oh, it's an interesting rotation there, but Ashland gets it over the net and then gets the point. So
India Adams with a miss hit off a really, really nice set.
19-13 Clockers as Cece heads to the back line to serve. Sneha's re-entered the game. Schiller still in here at the front line along with Simpson and Lauren.
Weiss, a good dig.
Dug out by Kendall. She's been playing the back line a little more often than usual tonight.
Larico.
And there's another point for the Clockers. Again, a little bit of that youth and inexperience starting to show there for the Panthers as the Clockers take a 20-13 lead here late in the second set.
Cece LeBay trying to run this out.
It's going to be right at the net.
Oh, it's a tough one.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I would think twice about going up if I saw Lauren Politica lined up against me there right at the net. So nice play there. Clockers up 21-13.
Darned if you do, darned if you don't. You go to the net, you can't hit it back. You're going to run into it.
Oh, that's a hard one. This is going to be a little trouble here.
Go to Weisseth. That's
Kendall digs it out. Cece setting. Big hit by Simpson, recovered by Holliston. They really do have some good ball control. This is going to be tough. Kendall's going to get it out and over by Sneha. Sneha with a set there for CC. It's going to be trouble at the net, and
Yeah.
led Taylor Simpson a little too far.
Nothing she could do with that one.
One of the longer volleys of the set so far, Rob, and the Clockers up 21-14 here in set number 2.
And it's Sydney Machilli.
Taylor digs that one out, sets CC back to Simpson, right? Deflected at the net and down for the point. Lily Schiller had a hand up there, but couldn't get enough of it to prevent the point by the Panthers.
Good job by junior captain Coco Salim. Needed that one. Had a rough set. Get her back on track as Machilli continues
It's a
to
deep
serve.
one. This is trouble, and over the net, out of bounds. So it looks like Kendall's a little uncomfortable playing that back middle position, Rob. Surprised they haven't rotated her to a different position, but maybe just trying to give her the whole team to experience at different positions.
I think that's what it is. Rotating in the other players.
Digs that one out. This is going to be a tough play, a little too far. Lauren Politica again, just having trouble with reading the angles there and hitting, getting the right, getting her timing down on her hits. So that lead is shrunk to 4. Clockers up 21-17 late here in the second set.
Good serve by Machilli again.
Kendall digs that one out. This one's over to Taylor. Hard hit. Answered by Holliston right at the net.
Hoist it to Adams.
This is trouble. It's right in no man's land. The closest one, Cece LeBay, and she can't make the play. Trying to get a hand between the ball and the floor, but trickles off her fingers. Point goes to the Panthers. It's now a 3-point lead for the Clockers.
Those off-speed hits just throw everybody off.
Yeah, I mean, you're expecting power, 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 and every once in a while you get that change of pace. Sneha read that one right. I think she got some help from her teammates. They correctly called that one was going long, and it did. 22-18 Clockers now at the serve as Lauren Politica is back at the line serving here for the Clockers.
Greco digs it out to Weisseth.
Yep, she caught it that time. We got that definitely at a full foot over the line against Holliston. Point goes to the Clockers as they inch ever closer to set point here. It's 23-18. Lauren again serving for the Clockers. Took a little something off that one. Could have been a double hit there, not called. Lauren sets it up to the front line to Cece. Hard hit by Taylor, deflected at the net.
Good save. It's gotta
Right
get
at the net, hits the pole. Yep, hit the pole out of bounds. Point goes to the Clockers, 24-18. They can win set number 2 right here. Let's see what Lauren does. She took a little something off that last serve. Good hard hit here, though.
Weisseth sets to Salim.
Out of bounds.
And just wide, and that's set number 2.
So the Clockers up now 2-0. They win set number 3, and we all go home tonight. The win will go to the Clockers, but let's not get ahead of ourselves yet, Rob. It's
25-18. What did you think of that second set?
It was really interesting. I mean, the Clockers started off so strongly, and then all of a sudden it kind of ebbed and flowed a little bit. The Holliston made a late run, and then the Clockers were just able to kind of regain their composure and put it away to take set number 2. So we'll take a quick break ourselves here between sets. Clockers up 2-0 so far. You're watching Ashland High School Girls Varsity Volleyball on WACA TV. Today's sports coverage on WACA TV is sponsored in part by Techniplex Flexibles, a globally integrated company focused on developing and manufacturing innovative packaging materials. The Ashland facility produces packaging for medical devices and essential products to help in the battle to treat and eliminate COVID-19.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Marathon Deli. Marathon Deli offers a full range of lunch and dinner items for dine-in or catering. Fine cold cuts, cheeses, and meats also available, in addition to specialty wraps such as the Mayflower wrap, as well as the Honey Bee wrap. They'll be sure to get your mouth watering. Serving Metro West for over 24 years, give them a call at 508-231-1859 or find them on the web at marathondeli.com.
Welcome back to WACA TV, continuing coverage of Ashland High School girls volleyball. I'm Josh Abrams, joined once again by Rob Silver. If you're just joining us, you missed a couple of great sets. The Clockers look in control tonight against the Holliston Panthers. They're up 2-0.
Yeah, that second set, they came out on fire and they opened up a big lead. And then they kind of, lost their momentum, their mojo. And wasn't that Holliston was dominating? They just seemed to be shooting themselves in the foot. And just
a lot of unforced errors there in the first set.
Yeah.
So just really quickly looking ahead, these two teams rematch at Holliston this Thursday at 6 p.m. Next week's games for the Clockers are against Medfield, with Tuesday's game here in Ashland and on WACA TV. Rob, I believe you and I have the call on that one. And of course, Thursday's game will be at Medfield. Game time for both is 6 p.m. Also looking ahead to Ashland sports this week.
Friday
football.
night.
Friday night lights.
Hopkins. Yeah, and it's going to be the Hopkinton Hillers coming into town for a 6 p.m. kickoff for our varsity football home opener.
Little sunset special there by the half, I suppose.
Yeah.
And Rob, you got the call on that one with Bob Thacker?
I believe it's with Bob. I hope it's with Bob.
Okay. Well, he's gotten both of his shots, so he should be good to go at this point.
Perfect. Yeah. And the varsity Clockers beat Westwood on the opening week last week, 23-0. Is that?
Okay, so the Panthers start set number 3 with the serve, but go right out of bounds. Point goes to the Clockers, and it looks like they're going to pick up right where they left off in set number 2, Rob. Cece LeBay serving here for the Clockers. Jump serve goes long. I thought it might have caught the libero's fingers, but no call.
Whatever you can do, I can do better. You hit it out of bounds by 1 foot, I'll hit it out of bounds by 3.
Right.
So it's Machilli.
Tie game. This is another deep ball, and out of bounds as athletic director Stephen Marks makes the play along the baseline.
He does it all. He doesn't get enough credit.
So it looks like they're going to have Lauren Marcy serve here. I want to take a moment to remind you about the Clocker Club Golf Tournament coming up on May 20th. More information available on clockerclub.org.
Lorica to Weisseth. India Adams with the spike.
Okay, so the Panthers not intimidated in the least. 2-2 here early in set number 3.
And as is usual the case, makes the good play in the field. She's now serving. She's at the plate.
I always enjoy when you're able to make analogies to other sports, Rob.
What was that analogous to? Analogous. I'm just kidding. All right.
I thought it was to baseball. Great hit by Lauren, gets the point.
I'm not able to move.
A lot of equipment here under the table. Don't want to mess with the electronics, the sensitive electronics here. Want to keep ourselves here on the air on Facebook and YouTube.
I think Chase hit the off button once. We were doing basketball.
So free ball as Simpson sends it over. Friedman,
wide.
excuse me. Sarah Friedman sails it wide. And we've had a lot of balls sailing out of bounds here early in set number 3. Tie game at 3.
Yeah, I mean, you can make these mistakes against Holliston, but you play a team like Hopkinton like they did before, and Hopkinton's not going to let you get away with it.
Okay, and so that one found Sophia Gonzalez, one of the few sophomores on the team for the Clockers, her first entry into the game, and Holliston up 4-3 now.
This is the other freshman, Ann Valentini, Annie.
As that one sails far and wide, point goes to the Clockers. They're tied now. 4-4 tie. As Maddie Klepper heads to the back to serve. Sophia Gonzalez going to stay on that back line. So Claire Marcy up on the front line along with Cece and Lauren.
Rickos to Weiss's set to Salim.
Lauren with the dig at the front line. There's a big hit blocked. That one's deep. They had caught everybody. The whole back line had moved up aggressively, and Holliston able to find the hole and drop it inside the baseline.
And Salim puts the Panthers ahead 5-4, and she will now be serving. See if the junior captain can spark her team here. She does there.
Okay, she caught Sofia Gonzalez again, having a little trouble getting the digs on these hard serves over the net. Holliston up 6-4. Look at this alignment for the front line, Rob, for the Clockers. They're all over here on the near side until the ball sails over the net. Sneha digs this one out to Cece. Maddie Klepper trying to drop one in between the two lines of defense.
Wow.
And then Holliston punishes her by...
yeah, they're fired up. Rutu Tati slams that one home.
Okay, so 7-4 Panthers, and they have the serve.
Like we said, anytime Holliston is playing Ashland, you can't
Sneha
ever
with a tough
count
dig.
anybody out. Now who's doubled up who?
Yep,
Holliston.
8-4. That one's going to be way too deep. So Clockers catch a break just as Holliston was really building some momentum.
I didn't know if we were going to mention, but Holliston, I thought that was interesting. They do have a Sam Abdullah.
Yep, Samuel Abdullah, yeah.
Mention that in a minute. So they can have a man on the volleyball team, but there's special rules you found out?
Yeah, I was talking to Ashland coach Jay Warren before the game. He was explaining to me that when a boy comes into the game for a girls volleyball game, he cannot play the front row.
Okay.
So just trying to level things out, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah, as the lead's down to 8-6.
It's a beautiful play by Holliston. I think that was Amelia Weissa.
It was, yeah.
A little bit of misdirection there, catching the
misdirection,
Clockers.
Off speed. And the libero for Holliston will now serve. Senior captain Sophia Larico.
Ooh. Doesn't reach the net, so unforced error there benefits the Clockers. They're down 9-7 as Sneha moves over here toward the near side to serve for the Clockers.
That's our libero. We have one? Do we know?
Yeah, we just have the one that that's designated with the opposite jersey. Cece with a quick misdirection and catches him sleeping just past the outstretched hands of Coco Salim, one of the co-captains for Holliston. Point goes to the Clockers, and they're down now only one, fighting their way back here in set number 3. They're up 2-0 so far tonight.
Good dig. Weissa sets. And it's Machili.
There's a deflection at the net, but Sneha able to play it. Here's a big spike by Lauren Marcy.
She's having a terrific game.
She is, but I feel like we haven't said her name in a while.
Well, I don't think she played the second set.
I think you're right. So tied up now, and Sneha, I think, really focused, really concentrating on the serve, making sure she's getting it over. And just say it.
We know she's concentrating on getting it over.
I'm going to stop commenting on serves.
That's the whole point of the serve, is to get it over the net. She doesn't have to.
But sometimes you want to put a little extra gusto on it.
I mean, there's no way she would ever hit it into the net right here. There's no way Amelia Weissa would do it.
You're trying to reverse jinx over here?
Yeah, it doesn't work. Marcy again.
Sorry, I've been doing that all night. My apologies to the Marcy family. I'm going to get this straight sooner or later. It's on me. It's on me.
That was Lauren Marcy. She's really getting up there, though. I mean, she's not just standing there. She's jumping and getting a great trajectory on that.
Yeah, just some great form all the way around. It's not just the hit. It's the positioning and the timing and so on. Point there goes to the Clockers. And they had been down for a while in this set. They take the lead. Might be for just the second time tonight since the first point of the game. They're up 11-10 now.
Nice
hard, close serve, yeah.
Salim, deep.
Lauren was deep there, yeah. Here's a hit by Marcy.
Good save.
Great effort here. Oh. So a little confusion at the net on both sides, but now both teams have recovered. Going to settle down. Here's a big hit.
Good save by Salim.
And she couldn't get out of the way in time, so big point. And all of a sudden, Clockers seem to have gotten their mojo back. A lot more calm and collected here.
Good job by Marcy on that shot to recover the block.
Absolutely. So the Clockers now up 12-10. Got a timeout on the floor. I want to take a moment here to thank tonight's sponsors, Techniplex Flexibles right here in Ashland, and of course Marathon Deli, some of the best wraps in town, Rob.
Yeah. I pulled the menu up at work today.
Sure.
There's got to be 25 different wraps.
Mm-hmm. Hot sandwiches, cold sandwiches, paninis, fresh cold cuts. I mean, you know, it's a one-stop shop over there.
Yeah. I'm not sure I made the right decision with the Thai wrap.
Oh, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with that Thai chicken wrap, Rob. Believe you me. That's some good eating
I'm
right
getting
there.
the barbecue chicken wrap, which is nice with the cheddar and some onion on it as well.
Sure.
I was tempted to do the marathon wrap, which is the roast beef, turkey, and Swiss. A little bit of ranch dressing.
Okay, so it's still plagued by these unforced errors. Another serve into the net by the Clockers. It's now a one-point game as the Panthers take the serve.
And it is Sydney Machilli.
Right back over.
Gives it right back to us.
Okay. So 13-11 now, Clockers.
And into the game comes Audrey Gabriel, and Machilli gets benched.
Okay, and for the Clockers, Sophia Gonzalez re-enters the game as Lauren Marcy takes a seat. So Gonzalez going to head right back there to serve.
A lot of pressure on the sophomore.
Yeah, this is the most we've seen her so far this year, Rob. So she's joined on the back line by Cece and Sneha. And in the front, we have Lauren, Sarah, and Maddie. This one gets over the net. Little trouble there right at the net, and the Panthers can't recover. Point goes to the Clockers. I don't think they were expecting a serve that soft to just barely travel over the net. Clockers catch the break, 14-11.
Yeah.
Gonzalez serving again here.
There's no scouting report. Florico to Weisseth.
Blocked at the line. Big block by Sarah Freeman. That gets the crowd going, Rob. 15-11 Clockers. So it doesn't always have to be about power. It's a little bit of finesse going on right here.
Salim to Weisseth, back to Salim.
Clockers went for the block. Panthers able to read it, and they find, again, drop one into no man's land right there in that space between the front line and the back line. Yeah. Point goes to the Panthers. They're down 15-12.
It's India Adams.
Gonzalez digs it out over to Sneha. So free ball by
Politica,
Lauren.
but Valentini just
right at the net to
drops it right down to the floor. Nobody there.
So yeah, we got a close one here. It's a 2-point game now. Clockers up 15-13, but the Panthers have the serve.
Yeah, right when you think the Clockers are going to open it up and run away with it.
There's another one into the net. That's been the story of the game so far. We've got a little bit of rotation going on here. Sneha steps out, the air high 10 with Claire Marcy stepping onto the court. Goes right to the front line, flanked by Lauren and Maddie. That's Sarah with the serve.
Weisseth to Salim.
Gonzalez with the dig. This is trouble.
Good
Sailing
recovery.
deep. Still in
Good
trouble.
Save by
wow.
Weisseth on the dive.
Terrific teamwork there, but here's a big hit by Marcy and gets the point. You can't stop her. You can only hope to contain her.
Oh, this is actually, that was Claire Marcy.
That was.
But both of them tonight.
Yep. Okay, so Sarah Freeman serving here for the Clockers. They're up 4, 17-13 in set number 3.
Oh,
great job. Saw that that far corner player on the back line was deep, able to drop one in, get the ace. 18-13 now. Sarah serving again, pulling that back line up now a little bit. This will be a free ball going over and into the net, unforced.
Salim just had to hit that from a little deeper than she'd like.
So it's an interesting juxtaposition. I wonder if Coach Jay played this on purpose, with Gonzalez hitting a little bit softer and then the harder hitting Sarah Friedman.
Oh, miscommunication.
Yeah, another point here for the Clockers. It's all of a sudden the pace of the game has picked up tremendously. The Clockers suddenly up 20-13. But this change of pace with the hard serve, soft serve reminds me of how the Red Sox used to slot Pedro Gonzalez, the fireballer, and Tim Wakefield, the knuckleballer, on back-to-back nights. It would really throw opposing offenses off. I mean, how do you prepare for 90-plus fastball followed by the 50-mile-an-hour knuckler? There's another well-placed ball. Again, this time Sophia Grappo was caught playing aggressively too far up, and the Clockers find the hole in the far corner for the point.
Yeah, and Grappo had just come into the game.
So Sarah Freeman on a roll here, serving again, 21-13.
Good job by Larico.
This is deep, a little trouble. Gonzalez gets it up to the front line, a free ball here. Setting up here nicely for Holliston. Deflected at the line, at the net, excuse me.
No, just a little short.
I think Maddie got a little turned around there and just out of position, couldn't make the play on the ball. Holliston able to break the serve, and now they have the serve, 21-14. Clockers over the Panthers late here in the third set. Lauren stops that one up to the front line. Big hit here, deep Klepper.
Grappo.
Blocked at the line, recovered, and
nice save.
Thought they had run out of hits, but I guess not. Recovering nicely here by the Clockers. Big hit by Lauren, cross court, and out of bounds. Yeah. Panthers retain the serve. They're down 21-15 here in set number 3. Dug out by Lauren, but it goes over the net. Quick hit. Cece, with her own little quick hit, gets the point. She is so good at that. I've seen her make that play so many times. They're expecting her to set, and instead she does a kind of quick little soft one over the net. Usually catches the defense sleeping, and it worked that time. 22-15 Clockers. Maddie Klepper with the serve.
And junior Lauren Murphy into the game for Holliston.
That one gets hit into the net. Point goes to the Clockers as they inch ever closer to 25. They're up 23-15 here, set number 3, Rob.
Klepper serves wide.
Yeah. Just had that one go off the side of her hand, I think, on the serve. Sailed out of bounds, so 23-16 now, Clockers. Panthers with the serve. Okay, Cece LeBay in the front line now with Claire Marcy and Lauren Politica.
Coco Salim serving.
And into the net. Set point, 24-16 Clockers.
Set point, match point.
Thank you. Okay, Marcy twins at the front line now for this point. Lauren, the hard hit.
Grappo sets to Machilli.
Tried to finesse one over the front line. Here's going to be what I thought would be a big hit.
Good save. And they just couldn't do it.
Okay, and so that's your game. 25-16 is the final here in set number 3 as the Clockers sweep the Holliston Panthers in this Tri-Valley League matchup. The Clockers definitely had the advantage experience-wise, Rob, and just playing some great volleyball this season. The pride of the Clocker athletic department right now.
Yeah, very talented team. Very talented team. It's unfortunate there won't be a tournament because you'd love to see how far this team could go.
Absolutely, especially after that huge win last week against Hopkinton here and at the Ashland gym. But let's give some credit to the Holliston Panthers as well. I mean, again, they're missing a couple of key players. They were a young team.
Yeah, they were, again, without their starting center, Katie Ream. So...
But, first-year coach Yun Sim really seems to have brought with him a good deal of energy, some investment in the program, and he seems to have that team going in the right direction.
Yeah, they had the 2 freshmen, Amelia Weisseth and Annie Valentini. A lot of playing time. Weisseth did a great job setting up Machilli and Salim, and obviously Sophia Larico, the senior captain, the libero, was very impressive from the back line.
Okay, so Rob, before we go, just really quickly want to see, do you have a silver star of the game?
Well, so it's the silver medal, I'm going to give it to Lauren Marcy. She made great use of her playing time, and those spikes that she had were just very, very impressive. Because usually it's her sister Claire that sees a little bit more playing time,
Sure.
but Lauren was out there more, and she did a great job. So silver medal tonight goes to Lauren Marcy. Congratulations.
Okay, Lauren, congratulations. Of course, we want to thank tonight's sponsors, Techniplex Flexibles and Marathon Deli. We also want to thank our crew, Connor Donovan, Tom Hamilton, and Nick Cunningham. So for Rob Silver, I'm Josh Abrams saying thanks so much for watching WACA TV. We'll see you back here Friday night for Ashland